Hello, so I am a huge fan of BOHO Chic. I think it is, I don't know, it's fun, it's a little flirty, and it can be a really great style that you can take a lot of different directions. Hi everybody, I'm Kylene from Fashion Crossroads in downtown Casper, Wyoming. This is Wednesday Wardrobing Live. Our April series, which is called Putting All the Trends Together. So I have been taking apart the trends that we talked about in March and focusing on one trend each week in April. It probably will extend into May as well, and showing you how to wear that trend, explaining it to you, and showing you how to style it. So tonight we're going to talk about BOHO Chic, which is a really important fashion trend for spring 25. So what does BOHO Chic mean? It basically means elevated bohemian or hippie styles. And normally when you're talking bohemian or hippie, you're thinking like tie-dye, but boho is so much more than that, and we're really gonna see that tonight as I kind of show you some different looks that fall into that boho chic category, but are not tie-dye at all. So let's dive in. So my first outfit that I picked is this cute little, it's a tank, and you can see the little tank that matches the pants. And I've broken it up with this cute blouse that we've tied in the front. So the pants are very bohemian. They're cotton gauze. They're in a very kind of bohemian fabric. They might as well be a Mexican blanket, right? I mean, that's the kind of that nice stripe. They are elastic waist. They're easy. They've got a drawstring in the front. And then the tank is just a cute little easy tank that matches in the same fabric. So you could style this a couple different ways. You could wear the tank print on print and then belt it to get kind of a jumpsuit look that is going to have a boho feel but still be very classy. You can break up the print like I've done here by adding a solid blouse over the top tied up in the front. You have a little nod at boho without being over the top bohemian. And then whenever I'm doing a bohemian style, I really like to keep the jewelry natural. So I love our Tagua jewelry, which is carved from a nut that grows on a tree in Ecuador. It's called the Tagua nut. And it feels like wood, but it's all hand carved and hand dyed. So it has that very natural kind of feeling to it that I think works really great back with boho. And then to finish it off, I love bohemian with leather. I think that's a great style to go with it. Of course, anything with cork. A cork bottom shoe is going to look great as well because it has that little bit of an espadrille or bohemian flair. But for this one, I picked these cute little leather sandals that have the pink top, which I think would be adorable. And then I love this purse to finish that off. It matches the sandals. So you get a little bit of, you know, combo going there. And then it has this great whip stitch. And then this great little, almost like medallion looking thing. It has a very boho feel, but it's still very classy and very elegant. So keep in mind that whenever you are styling a trend, you have to keep that trend in mind all the way from your top to your bottom to your shoes to your jewelry to your handbag, because you can ruin the look with like say for example, I had like a super modern hot pink handbag. Well, the hot pink would go with this fabric color wise, but that super modern handbag is not. And that's gonna really like, just kind of make you go like, what is that person going for there? So this is part of what we're doing in this series, is to talk about how you put it together. If you're going for boho, go boho. You don't have to go over the top, but you want to make sure that you're keeping things consistent the whole way for your whole outfit. All right, let's take a look at another one. So this is super cute. This is a little like nod to the 80s. You've got your acid wash, but you've got this crochet detail on the sleeve, on the shoulder, which really makes this skew boho. So this is kind of like a, what do they call it? Like a bat wing style sleeve. You can see that's a really kind of a dolman sleeve. We have layered this sweater over the top of this pink blouse. I think that anchors it a little bit. It brings a touch of classic to it with that nice collar and the nice crisp sleeves. So again, we're definitely doing the boho theme, but it's not over the top. And then we're finishing the look with this fun little boho inspired denim that has the embroidery on it. So anything embroidered is gonna skew boho or can skew boho depending on how you style it. And then I, again, keep sticking with my natural jewelry. I chose this Tagua nut necklace in pink. I think it, again, is sticking with that natural feel. It works really well with this. Even with the little Papa Classic with the blouse, pulls the whole thing together. And then again, I think this little shoe would be adorable with this outfit. And back to this purse to finish it off. Cute, right? I love boho. It's one of my favorites because you really can go whatever direction you want to go with it. You can go really boho, which this one is, right? Okay, so this this shirt screams boho. Okay, we've got our lace sleeve, we've got our peplum bottom, we have our crochet details. Like this is from the 70s, straight out of the 70s, right? It's updated because it's in this apple green that's really trendy right now. And because this shirt, there's so much going on with this shirt, I wanted to anchor it and kind of pull the boho so it's not over the top, down a little bit. So I paired it with this cute vintage wash denim skirt. So this denim skirt could go with anything, and denim is a great way to do the boho trend, but keep it from being crazy, oh my gosh, she looks like she just stepped out of the 70s. And I think that that skirt does a really good job of that. You let the top be your little boho piece, and then you just have a great little denim bottom. You're gonna see that that same idea mimicked here in a couple of the outfits that I put together. And then again, I went with this kind of very wood forward, very natural kind of necklace, which I think helps to kind of just help that be natural looking. And then for this one, I would probably do like a cute little leather sandal, maybe with a cork bottom, maybe not, but something really cute like that that's gonna help it feel natural. Go with the, you know, the boho thing without being crazy. And then again, finish it up with this handbag, which matches the shoes, has that great whip stitching. And even though it's not like crazy boho, it works with this really well. And the whole outfit looks good and works together. All right, guys. Give me, even if you are watching the replay on this, I love to go back and see your hearts and your thumbs up so I know what you've liked. So make sure that you give me hearts and thumbs up for the outfits that you're really liking. That is fun for me. I really enjoy that. All right, so next we've got a couple different trends happening here. So vests, as you know, are very trendy again. This is very much of a boho vest. So you've got your open weave, you've got your crochet at the bottom. So this would be like a mesh. This is a crochet. You've got your wood buttons. Very, very boho forward. We've layered it with a very plain little tee, again, to kind of class it up a little bit and put something classic underneath of it. And then I've chosen a really like heavy wood friendly necklace again, to kind of pick up on the wood buttons. And then on the bottom, now this one, I did pull the boho down by choosing these little jeans that have this scalloped edge with the embroidered bottom. So I think that's really cute. It's not over the top at all. You've got your boho up here, you've got your boho down here, but it's still totally wearable without looking like you just walked out of the 70s. And then to finish this off, again, I think a natural, neutral colored shoe is a great choice with this one. And then this beautiful purse is perfect. Look at how classy that is. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Here's another example of the kind of bohemian vest look. And again, we have added this classic element by pairing it with this collared button-up blouse, this nice crisp white blouse. It just helps to like give a little bit of a contrast to the very boho design of this little vest. So this is all crochet. So you honestly, you can't get any more boho than that. It's in this really nice, beautiful sage color. I've chosen this a wood necklace that has a little bit of the sage in there. I think that's really pretty. And then on the bottom, I just put a really clean dark denim bootcut pant. And so I think that that works really well because there's a lot going on with this crocheted vest. And I think it just helps it to be still seem very chic when you add it with the dark denim boot leg pant. So this would be really pretty paired up with a little shoe boot that is just, you know, maybe really neutral, like in a little bit of a green. You could do something like this if you wanted, like a little pretty sandal like that with a cork bottom. Again, any kind of a shoe with a cork bottom is going to feel like it goes with that. So very pretty on that. Very strong bohemian element here, but everything else is not, so that makes that work. And then here's another example. So this is, you know, your classic eyelet blouse, which is has a very like 70s bohemian feel. I've paired it over this tank that just has this kind of linen. It's a linen blend. So linen also kind of lends itself to this, works really well. So you've got the two fabrics. This is a very geometric print though, and you can see how that kind of anchors this blouse and makes it not feel quite so vintagey or like 70s, right? You've got the great big pocket, so that's a super trendy element. For this necklace, I chose a natural beaded necklace with a natural stone pendant. I also think that natural stones work really well with this trend. Again, you just want to think natural, earthy when you're putting these things together. And then on the bottom, again, I just chose a cropped denim, like a wide leg cropped denim in a pretty clean wash. Has a little bit of whiskering at the top, but it's pretty clean and there's not a lot going on, and it just helps to kind of pull that whole look together. And then for this one, I think, again, this little sandal would be really cute. Paired up with this, the denim is really working there. And then I probably would not do either one of those handbags. I probably would do like a little denim handbag, but I would make sure that it had a little bit of a, just a leather feel that wasn't in a not overly modern style, something that would work with this boho trend. All right, so hopefully that helps you to kind of visualize how you can do this boho thing without it feeling like you are trying too hard. It's a very easy, it can be very, very chic. And for those of you that love tie-dye, here is your classic bohemian tie-dye dress for summer, right? Flip-flops, some fun jewelry, and you are good to go, right? This one is a great example of the elevated bohemian because it has these fun little crocheted straps which just take it up a notch. These ones are just your typical tent dress. You can use them as swimming suit cover-ups or whatever, but this is classic bohemian. All right, you guys, that is it. Make sure that you share this video with somebody that you think would love it. Give me hearts and thumbs up for things that you liked if you're catching the replay, and we will see you next week.